I'm Mark Matsumoto and welcome to my Tokyo kitchen. Today I want to show you how to make a Japanese red bean soup with soft, chewy mochi called Oshiruko. It's like a warm, comforting hug on a cold winter day, so stick around. Red bean soup goes by a bunch of different names like Oshiruko, Zenzai, or adzuki. It all depends on where you live, the texture of the adzuki beans you're using, and even what time of year it is. For my version, I like using tsubuan, a chunky red bean paste which gives the soup a more substantial texture. In Kansai, this would be called Zenzai, but here in Tokyo it goes by Oshiruko as long as the soup is not too viscous. I like to toast my mochi until it's golden brown and crisp on top, which gives it a fragrant nutty flavor while leaving the bottom soft and gooey. Sound good? Let's have a look at our ingredients. I'm using 280 grams or about 1 cup of chunky anko or tsubuan, 1 cup of water, and about 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm also gonna toast up a few mochi, which are gonna be like the croutons for our dessert soup. I have an easy recipe for tsubuan that cuts the prep time from 1 day to under an hour, so I'll link to that in the video description down below. To make the red bean soup, I'm gonna add the tsubuan, sugar, and water to a pot, and I'm gonna bring this mixture to a boil. Anko varies in sweetness, so if you didn't use my recipe to make yours, I recommend mixing just the anko and water and tasting it before adding any sugar. Once it comes to a full boil, lower the heat and let it simmer while you toast the mochi. I'm using a Japanese fish grill to toast my mochi, but a toaster oven or regular oven set to broil will work just fine. Before we see how the mochi turned out, I want to thank Musubi Kiln for sending over this gorgeous lacquered wooden bowl that I'm gonna use to serve up my Oshiruko. It's big enough to hold stews or other dishes, and the matching lid helps keep food warm. Aside from the stunning lacquerware they carry, they also have a huge selection of Japanese ceramics from traditional to modern. So hit the link in the video description down below to check them out and use coupon code NORECIPES to get 5% off your order. Okay, our red bean soup is a beautiful velvety texture and the mochi is almost done, so let's get this into a bowl. This Oshiruko has a sweet nutty aroma that's literally making my mouth water, so let's check on our mochi. Oh wow, they look perfect and they smell even better. Now I'm gonna top our Oshiruko with the toasted mochi, cover the bowl up, and it's ready to eat. All right, you ready to try some of this red bean soup out? Open it up. That crispy mochi smells so toasty and good. Itadakimasu. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and it's super crunchy. So the mochi is crispy on top, but it's gooey and chewy on the bottom. So let's go for some of that stuff on the bottom here. The red bean soup is super creamy and it's loaded with umami thanks to those adzuki beans. And that toasted mochi on top not only adds a whole bunch of different textures, it also adds a roasty flavor that's kind of like rice crackers. And in Japan, we like to juxtapose this sweet soup with something salty. So I have some shio kombu here, or salted kombu. And this is not only going to add a little bit of umami to your mouth, it's also going to cut through that sweetness with some salt. And by going back and forth between the sweet and the savory, it keeps every bite interesting. I know the concept of sweet beans in a dessert soup is a little hard to wrap your head around, but it's a match made in heaven, so I hope you'll give it a try. That's so good. Well, I'm all warmed up and ready to start my day, but check out this playlist for more Japanese sweets recipes. And I'll catch you in the next one.